How are you? This is Julia Sana, licensed marriage and family therapist and a licensed mental health counselor. It's been quite a while since we did one of these videos, and today is April 23rd, 2021. It's a Friday, and my goal was just to check in on us. How you doing? How is your soul check going? We've had a lot of stuff come out in the news. There's a lot going on. The season is also changing. It's spring. And then we also have the pandemic is still going on, although the numbers are going down, sort of, except for the new variants that are worrying people. And so today I actually have I got my COVID vaccine sticker because today I got my second shot for the COVID vaccine, and I'm really excited about it. I always want to share some things that are helpful in a way that if I can inspire somebody else to be able to go in and get their vaccine. So with my first shot, I did have a reaction like a week after, which was weird. But I got the classic, the cold, the chills, the fever. And so today I just got my second shot, and I'm like hoping that I'm not gonna have any reaction. But either way, the benefits of lessened hospitalization with COVID for me outweigh what the side effects have been. And to be honest, I always react to every vaccine that I've taken before, including the flu shot, including tetanus. In fact, I have a more painful reaction on my hands usually with those. So, how's your week going? How's your day been? I just wanted to remind us some stuff that we talked about last year, especially during the racial justice protest that happened in June, because we are in that window again this week. We had several incidents happen. We had the trial, the verdict that came out from last year's racial justice protest and the events that happened, the tragedies, a couple of the lives that were lost during last year. And then the same thing happened this week. We had a couple of people who lost their lives as well. We've also had a couple of officers who've lost their lives through various unfortunate incidents and attacks. So, and then families are still losing loved ones in COVID and and natural disasters. So there's a lot of sorrow still going on, along with the joy and the hope of what is going to happen with the COVID pandemic. So my goal was to check in with us and remind us about choosing joy. So the whole point, last year when I talked a little bit about choosing joy, it was about how our mental mindset really makes a difference in how we deal and how we cope with this time. And joy is a choice. Joy does not mean that you're feeling happy about anything that's going on or everything that's going on. Joy is literally making a choice to have a constant state, an equilibrium. I'm thinking of it as a thermostat, because happiness has to do with the happenings. So if there are bad happenings, then your happiness ratio goes down. With joy, it's a constant choice that I'm going to find something that I can look forward to or be hopeful about, even in this negative situation. So it does not mean that we're putting our hands in the sand and pretending that something negative did not happen. It simply says, this has happened. I acknowledge that this has happened. And if it's happened to you, you acknowledge that it's happened to you as you sit with it. But then you have a hopeful mindset that says, it might take some time, but I will come out of this. I will make it out of this. So today I just wanted to check in and remind us again to deliberately choose joy. The other thing I want to share, please ignore trolls online. And trolls are people or robots, bots, AI, whatever you want to call it, but mostly people whose goal is to aggravate other people. They get their excitement in life, or maybe it's a negative reaction, negative correlation in their lives, through always being contrary, and not just that, really being controversial in a very negative way about any issue, even issues that don't have anything to be negative about, but they can truly steal your joy. So my advice, feel free to ignore them, do not engage, because when you engage, you're actually feeding the troll. And when you feed the troll, it grows. So don't feed. If you're online and there are negative comments going back and forth, you don't have to participate. You choose. You have a choice. You can choose to stay out of it, choose to click on the next thing, choose to get out, do something positive for yourself, or move on to something that is actually positive and contributing to growth versus negativity. So when you feed a troll, it actually takes a toll on your own joy. So don't engage. Don't engage again also with people who are gaslighting. Gaslighting is when it's really lying, telling you not to believe your eyes, not to believe what you see with your eyes, even though you see the truth with your eyes, telling you that what you heard is not what you heard. It's a way of making you doubt yourself, doubt your own capacity to understand the reality of what is going on around you. And gaslighters are also manipulators, and they manipulate your emotions, they manipulate your mind. Mostly it's your mind, and they make you feel that you didn't really see what you saw, that you're going crazy, that you're too sensitive. That's the word they always use. You're too sensitive, you can't take a joke, you're too serious. And usually this is accompanied by something that is really negative that they've said or done. It can be leaders, it can be people in your own life. So be aware of gaslighting and don't participate in it. If you suspect you're being gaslit, just walk away. Walk away, or decide to tune out if you don't have a choice and have to sit there and listen to the person. Just decide to tune out if you have to. So I wanted to encourage us with those words today about don't feed the troll, don't participate in gaslighting, don't allow yourself to be gaslit. Choose joy. And the last one that I'm going to share today, please speak positive words over yourself and over your family at this time. Don't allow others to speak negatively to you, or about you in your presence because of the words that you say about yourself. Now, if people want to say negative things, that's a problem. But they don't have to have the permission from you based on what you said about yourself. So it does not mean that we're not acknowledging our own shortcomings. We are. But it means that in acknowledging the shortcoming, we are saying, I know I did this wrong. I know this is not the best way to do this. I messed up on this one, but I'm going to do better. I just learned how to do this right. I'm going to get it right. For example, if you're going through a health regimen, everybody has been going through health regimens, trying to stay safe, trying to stay healthy, keeping your immune system up, trying to stay away from getting either the COVID infection or the flu, or people who've been recovering, because we have friends who've recovered, friends and family who've recovered from COVID. The same thing applied. You had to feed your immunity system. So you have to feed your mind also with positive words about yourself, affirmations about yourself. And so if you've slipped up, maybe you're not following the same regimen you wanted to follow in how you're eating or working out or walking or sleeping, because let's be honest, a lot of us have gone through insomnia, disrupted sleep cycles. But don't speak negatively to yourself about that. And don't speak negatively about yourself in front of other people where they feel free to then pile on or speak about you in that way because you gave them permission with your own words. Because you're worth it, you matter, God loves you, your life is worth it, you are meant to be here on planet Earth, and I'm glad you're here. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Or this afternoon. If it's afternoon, it's kind of lunchtime where I am right now, or in the morning, depending on whenever you tuned in. So thank you so much. This is Julia Sana, licensed marriage and family therapist, licensed mental health counselor, reminding us to choose joy. All right. Bye-bye. See you next time on Let's Talk Live. Bye-bye.